No, I won't. No, I won't. No, I won't. I won't let you move that way. 'Cause I don't. No, I don't. I don't let you move that way.
I'm Alan. I run Cherry Cola. The Macbeth means to me, and more so like the events I run Cherry Cola, it kind of give me a platform. I started this night in a little strip club in Soho. It was about 70 people and it was completely illegal, and then I spoke to Mark and he kind of gave me something that was fairly above board and a bigger capacity.
The Macbeth's a live music venue, caters for bands and cutting edge music in general. I'd like to think the Macbeth has a hand in promoting bands, that we're giving them a platform to, but I suppose everyone remembers us from Florence and the Machine, Cribs, Franz Ferdinand, Gallows of course, XX is Tropical.
We're here at the Save the Macbeth.
It's a good cause.
We're here to raise awareness.
We're always raising awareness.
We're raising awareness, and what we're becoming aware of is the fact that they're going to build some apartments right here, only 9, and it's going to cost...
It makes you sick.
It makes you sick. It's going to cost a lot of people their jobs, it's going to cost people their livelihoods, and it's going to rob London of one of their oldest live music venues. The Macbeth, it's been around for a fucking 100 years.
I don't let you move that way. No, I won't stand here while you sway. No, I don't anymore. You won't take me dancing anymore.
The trouble is that the overdevelopment of residential units is ruining our culture, I think, in general, and it's happened already in the West End, and you know that was a place where I would go out in my 20s, and now the licensing restrictions and the power of the residents there is so strong. And you're talking about institutions here that have a lasting legacy. That seems to be London-wide, and if you can, and I think that the main problem is Boris is just looking at the money, and he's not looking at the overall culture of London and where he's going to take it, because eventually we're going to be all Starbucks, Costa and Gap, and that's where we're going, and we've got to stop it, you know.
So it is Tropical, and we're here to save the Macbeth because they've come into conflict with planning permission about some flats that are literally on the premises, which we disagree with massively. But if it's going to go ahead, then, you know, triple glazed windows and a bit of patience and a bit of understanding from the local residents wouldn't go amiss.
We played our first shows here, and I remember when I worked behind the bar, XX were playing their first shows here, and it like so many...
Where are they now?
Yeah, where are they now?
With London's venues, our capital city shutting down the venues, where do they expect the arts and music to develop? You know, British bands have been pioneers throughout the years, be that punk rock, dance music, hip hop. Very vibrant scenes that always spawned in these major cities. And I think if we're going to be shutting the door to not just London bands, but you know, the surrounding areas as well, it's going to have nowhere to go, and it's going to become a stagnant scene where nothing new's happening, new bands won't develop, and the British arts in general will suffer, just because people want to you know, build high-rise flats in the places of the art, and there's enough space to develop that doesn't already exist to nurture talent, and I think it's a real shame, you know.